Some of you are being left out by your host because you bother them so much. You're so annoying on him or her. Like, how is America? How is to get a job? Is there jobs? I'm coming with my child. Can you please give me some money? Can you help me? Man, just you bothering them, it makes them feel insecure. What should we do to keep this host in a way that they are able to give us their documents? Hi guys, it's Aaron Intende. So today my topic is how to keep your host. By keeping your host, I mean how to make sure your host is available to give you the documents that you need from him, and how to handle him, how to handle host. So I've been receiving complaints that my host has left me. My host doesn't want to talk back to me. My host is, I'm having issues with my host. My host disappeared once I got the tour now. So, guys, so I'm like, what should we do to keep this host in a way that they're able to give us their documents? Sometimes, guys, uh, you might have problems, but these problems are caused by the way you're handling your host. So, why am I saying this? As in, you are selected and they connect you to a person who's gonna host you and is gonna sponsor you. You don't know this person, and he's the one, uh, part of the reasons why you're gonna go to America, why your diverse visa lottery uh, is gonna be approved. So, guys, how to keep this host in a way that we give them comfort, in a way that we give them our trust, because this host, the one sponsoring you, is gonna give away his information, which is so confidential, which is so private. He's gonna give away his information to you. So the embassy will look at this information like you have someone who's gonna help you once you reach in America. First of all, this person is your sponsor. He's sponsoring you. By sponsoring you, it means he's gonna provide you with the I-134 form. That is the tax return documents. On these tax returns and another, he will provide you with the nationalization forms or the passport biodata. So when you look at this kind of information, it's so private and it's so sensitive. With this kind of information, you can use it to steal this person's money or to use his papers. Like you can use his papers. Some people may use his papers like to get work, because first of all you have got his area number, his social security, his, there's a lot. So guys, be careful and try to get along with your host. So these are the points I'll put down which will help you, which you have to avoid, which you have to improve, which you have to work upon. So these points are patience, your ambition, discipline, trust, obedient, availability, true to yourself, You know what you want. So uh, make sure someone can help you. You have to know this person that he or she, if is able to help you, be willing to understand. So I've broken them down, but let me go into details. So, so these are the qualities you should possess. First of all, you have to be patient. When you are selected in May, uh, first of all, each year we are getting our selections and they're announced around May, June, whichever month. So when you're selected and you get that first NL, like the first notification, like, hi, so and so, you have been randomly selected to participate in the diversity visa lottery. You have to look for requirements. And straight away, you're going to fill a form, which is the DS260. So in this DS260, there is a point where they will ask, what's the address where you're going to live in the US? And they'll go ahead ask you about the street number, the zip code. This kind of information is so sensitive. In America, everyone has an address. Or in Africa, it's called a box number or addresses too. But in America, it's so sensitive. This even your address is used in the bank, is used to receive mails. It's a mailing address. So, guys, I want to tell you guys, this is so sensitive. We have to appreciate the hosts who are willing to help us. So, first of all, let us be patient with them. Be able to wait until you get the 2NL, then they can send you the sponsored documents like the affidavit of support and the tax forms I-134, then the biodata of the passport or the nationalization letters or forms. So guys, be patient. First of all, these hosts, they have work. I remember when I was trying to approach my host, like when I was trying to talk to her, she was not available on her phone, and I was like, will this person give me what I need? But seriously, first of all, she was a family friend. I didn't know her. She was a family friend. That means the person who connected me to this person, he used patience, he used honest, he used he used a lot to convince this person. In order to connect me, that person had to be trusted. Like, I have this so and so, I have Aaron intended, he's coming to US, he has been selected. So the only problem which is standing in the way is the affidavit of support, the I-134, and the other passport biodata page. So know when your host is available or that person who is connecting you. Sometimes the person who is connecting you is the person you're always talking to. So be patient with the host, that is the sponsor. Your ambition. First of all, you have to show this person that you need his or her help. Show them. If it's begging, beg them. Beg them. Beg them to give you the document. With your ambition, you have to have ambition, like you have to show them, first of all, you want them to help you and you want this diverse visa lottery, like you want to go to America. And what, by ambition, I mean, I don't want you to keep on like, like making them busy. No way. Give them time. But once you're talking to them, assure them. It could be a once in a while you will be able to talk to them, but assure them like, I want to come there. You don't need to bother them a lot. Like, how is America? How is it? Like, you want to know much about America. Ask the YouTubers. We are willing to give you such information. So don't bother them so much. Some of you are being left out by your host because you bother them so much. You're so annoying on him or her. Like, how is America? How is to get a job? Is there jobs? I'm coming with my child. Can you please give me some money? Can you help me? Man, just you bothering them, it makes them feel insecure. It makes them stop trusting you. It makes them think like, at this moment, he's still in his country, is bothering me. What if he comes here? So they people don't want to be bothered. So don't bother them so much. That's why they're leaving you. Yeah, I'm not surprised when I see this kind of messages like, my host has gone, my host has disappeared from me, my host has refused to give me the documents. First of all, these hosts, if a host doesn't want to give you the document right away, you can ask them to mail their documents right to the embassy. Like, they can mail their documents right to the embassy. So once the embassy gets the information, they know that the case number, the principal applicant, so and so, he's coming at a certain date, and his host has already submitted in the I-134, the tax return forms, the biodata page, passport page, the affidavit of support. So that is how you can go along with somebody who doesn't want to give you in person, like, he doesn't want to close uh, his information to you. So you can ask them, kindly ask them. There is another option. If you don't trust me, as in, I'm not well known to you, so you can mail them direct to the embassy. People have done that and they have had their cases approved. First of all, your discipline matters a lot. You know, if the way you handle, be polite, talk to them, beg them, show them like, attract kindness from their heart, because you, as in a selectee, you don't know how it feels once you reach in America is so fast. Every day is a very busy day. You're thinking a lot about work, about responsibilities at your accommodation, at your apartment, about this and that, about church. So your host is so busy. So if you are trying to talk to your host, please notice your host is busy to take crap from you. So once you get time, once your host gives you time, use it. Value that time. Don't start asking him questions like, do you have a house? Is that place yours? How did you go to America? Blah blah. I know you need certain information from your host, but first introduce your host to the process of development. Like, at my interview, I heard they might ask me about you. So can you please let me know some information about your family, like do you have a kid, are you married? Some hosts are divorced, they don't want to disclose that kind of information to you, and they will be like, who are you? I'm trying to help you and you're asking me a lot. So if your host doesn't want to talk about him or herself, respect that, respect that. It will not lead you into denial because you don't know your host, so they're gonna deny you. No, no, no. Respect, be disciplined, behave well, don't force. Don't force. Once you're selected and you submit your DS260, don't start pressurizing your host, send me the host document. Some of them, they know about the DV lottery and they believe that once you get a twin now, that appointment later, that's the time they will give you their documents. And they don't want their document to stay long with you. So they want to give you that document and they want to make sure you come to America and you use those documents well. They don't want anybody to get their information. So number 4 is trust. Tell them the truth. Don't lie to them. Some of you are lying your host. Some of you, you're not true to your host. Like you're not telling them about your case numbers. You're not telling them about your family. You're not telling them the kind of burden you're taking to them, like I have another kid, blah blah. You're not taking them through the process of DV lottery. Some hosts are listeners, they need to know deep about your information, about your case, how it is going along. If a host doesn't want to hear that crap about your case, how it's going along, just tell him, I'll tell you once I need that document. And please respect the silence, respect when he doesn't give you feedback yet, respect that. Be there to wait until your host is able to give you feedback. Don't start uh, frustrating yourself like my host is not listening to me, my host is not. Man, don't be hard on them. Be obedient. Do not bother them a lot. Follow what they tell you. Follow their instructions. Follow your host, your sponsor instructions. Your availability. Once they need you, like a host wants you to clear out some information with you and you're not available, you don't have data, your host will go astray. You say, which kind of person is this who doesn't even have data? You want to come to America and you cannot even buy data for yourself to be available. Some hosts, sometimes they want to talk to you. They want to check on you. How is it going along with your case? Like they gave you their words and you are not available. You're not there to talk to them, like you're not on WhatsApp. I remember sometimes you might be talking to the person who connected you. That person need to know how is it going along. I know it's a frustrating process when it comes to waiting for the appointment later. That is the 2NL is so frustrating. I know. Sometimes even your host might forget about you. Like, oh, there is a certain guy who asked me for that. They might forget. So be there, be available, be there to remind them, but not to force them. To reminding someone is like there is to uh a certain percentage you have to like. You cannot remind the person like there is no progress in your case number and you're continuing to remind someone like you're not giving him a positive update like I'm soon getting 12 now. You too, you don't know what's going on with your case, and you're trying to remind someone like he will ask you, so how have things reached? And you don't know. Please Be positive enough to tell the host something positive, like as in I'm already current, or I'm current next month. Give them a certain period of time they have to hang around with you, like they will know that that is the time they will be providing you that the information which you need from them, the aspect of support. So try to try to estimate, like I'll be current in June, so I might need the host document in July or in June. So try to give them the exact time, so they cannot just be there without knowing or without timing themselves. Here in America, everything works on appointment. Everything works on timing. Like, or I'm gonna have my holidays in December. So right from now, like 5 months before, I know what I'm gonna do in December. I'm gonna have a trip to London. I'm gonna have a trip to Hawaii. I'm gonna go to Greece. So that's it. You might not tell your host, like, I'm gonna be current in this kind of period, yet your host is having a trip. So by the time that period reaches, when you have your 12 and you need the host document, that time your host is busy. He's busy having trips. He's busy with husbands. He's busy on a business trip, and you're there fidgeting around trying to reach him or her, and you are saying, "My host doesn't want to talk to me." Hope you understand what I'm talking about. So, guys, if you get a host, treasure this host. Try to talk to them, don't force. Try to give them estimated time when you're gonna get interviews, when are you gonna uh, try to update your host so that they get prepared. Try to prepare your host for yourself. Like, hi mom, hi dad, hi uncle, hi friend. This is how it's going. I know you too. You're asking yourself, I'm not reaching out to you, but I just want to let you know that it's progressing slowly. But once I get the 12, that is the appointment, I'll be letting you know. Try talking to them. So, uh, I have more 3 points. You have to know what you want, follow up on them, update them, show them proof, use the developatory rules, send them like, these are the documents which we need. We need your address. So I need your zip code, I need your address, I need the street name, I need the house apartment number. Sometimes you don't think the apartment number is needed, yet it's needed. If you leave out the apartment number or the building number, your parcel is gonna be misled. It's gonna hang around. What I'm meaning, sometimes it is a building like the one I'm living in, and I'm apartment 10. And for you, you're living out that apartment 10. So once they sent your document, or once they are trying to find your host address, they feel like this is not the real. There's something missing out because you missed out a street name. You're thinking once you put Massachusetts, or once you put Florida, Alquin, like uh, a city name, that's the address. No way. First of all, the address has to have a zip code, a city, a state, a country, a street name, a building name, and a building number. Sometimes it's a street number, and then the apartment or the room. So, guys, I'm winding up my points with: be willing to understand, to listen, be willing to be teachable, Some of you, because you are the selectees, you think you know much about the host documents. You know much about America. You know much about interviews because you listen to us, you listen to YouTubers, so you know much. So when you go straight to talk to your host, you think you're the I know more. Try to be teachable, try to understand your host. However much you need those hosts so much, however much your host might be rude to you, your host might be like, I don't have time for you. Try to be understand and try to be teachable. Guys, those were my points for today. I wish you well. Those who are having problems with your host, try praying to God because God doesn't disappoint. Try to understand. Try to give them time. Try to reach them through somebody else. Some of you are being asked for money. Like, if you want me to sponsor you, you gotta give me money. It's happening. It's your DC. If you have the money, give it to them. If you don't have, pray so hard to get a host who will be there to help. I did a video about how to find a host. You can go into my content, Aaron Intende, and you look for it, how to get a how to find a host. There are so many ways how to find a host. So don't be misled. Hosts are there. There are people like me. So try to do those kind of things. Try to be true to yourself, know what you want, be patient, be willing to understand, be obedient, trust, be able to disciplined, behave. Your ambition, you have to be ambitious. You have to show them your ambition, like you know where you're going. You know what you want to come to America. The patience. So those are the qualities you should possess. So guys, I'm leaving for now, but try to subscribe to my channel. It's very easy, and like my video, share it with your friends in your groups. I pray that you all get approved and get selected in the coming DV 2025. I love you guys. Bye bye.